Hi everyone, and welcome to the House at Pig Corner, a channel which follows the lives of a herd of Guinea pig boars. Now only 13 in total, living mostly free range. Free to run around and forage by day, but sleeping safely inside at night. And by now a few more of you should be getting to recognize these boys as they appear. Pig Corner's in the southwestern part of the UK, near the estuary of the River Torridge, on the coast of North Devon. So here we are in mid-November with the trees continuing to shed their leaves, some of which the pigs eat as roughage, and the rest go in garden refuse bins along with pig poop and used hay. It's now getting quite wet and muddy right outside the shed, isn't it? So there'll be some wood shavings going there soon, to help soak things up a bit, and make it better for the pigs to walk on. This could be trouble in the making, as Gordon's caught a whiff of Harvey's irresistible perfume, and decides he needs a quick hump. For goodness sake, Gordon, not on YouTube please. Piggly B's not going to like that one little bit, and I'm sure he'll step in. And it's bound to end up with Harvey running back to the shed, to take refuge. That's what happens when you've a sweet-smelling scent, I'm afraid. Your services are always in demand. So these leaves will be going sooner or later, probably sooner in fact. And there might not be much left by the time the next video's published. Sorry if that disappoints any of you. I guess some of you might be city dwellers, and don't often get to see the colours of nature up close like this. That's something I'd welcome more of in the comments actually. Background info on where you're watching from, your neighbourhoods, that kind of thing. It does feel like the community is gradually building though, with a few of the regulars seeming to get to know each other. And support over the past week or so's really helped a lot. So thank you very much everyone. What's going on here? Surely not another piggy train. I thought we were done with that for today. These boys will wear themselves out if they're not careful. But I suppose it's all good fun, and all part of their natural behavior. I guess they need to burn off some energy after being cooped up inside. Can we do an easy name check exercise today, to see how you're doing? How about these boys, from left to right? 10 seconds before I put the names up. They are, of course, Dudley, Luigi, and Dexter. So how did you do? Hope you got them all right, as it was quite easy today. So this is Cedric, of course. We don't really seem to see much of him these days, do we? Is that because he's always patrolling the shed, guarding the front door, controlling who comes in and goes out? Maybe I'm doing him a disservice, and he's just keeping his nose out of trouble. Finally today we let Amos and Albert have a run around outside. And although most of the others are safely inside the shed, Henry is still out. That's not a problem, of course, and in fact it's quite good for Amos and Albert to have some company for an hour. You might not recognize this area as we haven't really filmed here before. This is to the left of the playground, a narrow corridor between the playground and the hedge to next door. They love moseying around in here, and they often go right down the far end and back along the other side of the playground, along the gravel path. It's all mostly covered from above, so ideal for them as long as there's no nasty surprises lurking in there. It looks like they're heading on up to the top fence for a while, before it's time to head home again. Albert's now used to returning to the annex with Amos, and follows Amos once they're tired. That usually happens after an hour or so, depending on how much running around they've been doing, and whether they've grazed enough, and what the weather's doing. Henry won't follow though, and knows he still lives in the shed. So he just waits until the shed's opened up again. So this is where we leave it as time's already up. I'd say they all had a good time, wouldn't you agree? As always, I look forward to your thoughts and comments, which provide ideas and inspiration one way or another. So thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio for now then. See you again soon.